Hi students, today we are going to see prime and composite number. The previous class we saw factors, how to find factors and multiples. So now based on the concept of finding the factors, we are going to find how to find prime number and composite number. So for that we are taking, for example, we are taking number 1 to 12. We are going to find the factor of starting from 1, 2, 3 and goes on till 12. We are taking and finding the factors and we are writing the number of factors here in this tabular column. We can see 1, first number 1. So what are the factors of 1? 1 itself. Next you can see 2. Factors of 2 are 1 and 2. So total number of factors 2. We can see number 4. So what are the factors of 4? 1, 2, 4. So here total number of factors of 4 are 3 factors. Same way 6, 8 and 10 you can see 4 number of factors we are having and 12. Totally 6 number of factors. So you should understand what is factors and number of factors. So how many factor value we are getting, that we have to count and put, that is number of factors. So based on this particular concept of number of factors alone, we are going to consider and we are going to find prime and composite number. So now we are going to see prime and composite number. So here for 1, you know the number 1 has only one factor, that is 1 and itself. There are numbers having exactly 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. So you can see some numbers which is having 1 and itself. So you can take 2, 1 and 2 only. So the number and 1 itself. Next number 3, 1 and 3. Same 2 number of factors. Same 5 you can see, 7 you can see. Then 11. These numbers are having only 2 factors. So a numbers which is having only 2 factors, 1 and itself, then it is called a prime number. So again I am repeating, a number like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, all these numbers are having only 2 factors, that is 1 and itself. These numbers are called prime numbers. So the number which is having only 2 factors, that is 1 and itself, it is called prime number. So that's why we are seeing here, there are numbers having exactly 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. So you can see the example in the next page. Already we saw 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. These are prime numbers. Then we are going to come to know about the composite number. A numbers which is having more than a 2 number of factors is called more than 2 number of factors. If it is more than 2, then it is called a composite number. So it should not have only 2 factor, more than 2 it should have. So if it is a 2 factor, then definitely it will be a prime number. More than 2, that is 3, 4, 5, more than 2 number of factors we are having, then we can consider that as composite number. So here we can see first starting number is 4. You can see how many number of factors are there in 4. 1, 2 and 4. So total number of factors, 3 factors we are having. So definitely we can tell this 4 as a composite number. Then I can tell 6, 4 factors, number of factors 4. Then 8, again 4. Then 10, again 4. Then 12, totally 6 factors we are having. So we can tell here number that is 12. Next the number 10. Next the number 8. Next the number 6. These are having more than that next 4. So these are the numbers which is having the factors that is more than that is 2 factors it is having. Then we can tell this as a composite number. Okay friends, next what we are going to see is here there are numbers having more than 2 factors like 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. These numbers are called composite number. So now from here you can come for a conclusion that the number, that is when you take 1 as a number, first number consider, the factor of the number 1 is only 1. So 1 is the only number which is having only one factor. So you know what is prime number. That is, if a number is having only two factor, then it is called a prime number. Naturally, it will have one in itself, and only it will have a two factors. Then you just recall what is composite number. A number which is having more than three factors, then it is called a composite number. So we have to think about what about the number 1, whether it is a prime number or a composite number. We will have a confusion, but definitely it is not a prime, not a composite. So that's why 1 is neither a prime nor a composite. The definition we are considering here. So this definition is very, very important for a prime number, that is 1 we are considering. What is 1? 1 is neither a prime, we can't consider as a prime, as well as a composite number. So these are the three important points we have to know about the prime number and a composite number. And you should know 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. We can't decide as a prime as well as a composite number. Why? Because it is not coming under these two rules. So to be a prime number, it must be a two factors. A number must have a two factor. To be a composite number, more than two factors, that is 3, 4, 5. It can have more than a two factors. So 1 is having only one factor. So we can tell it, that is 1 is neither a prime nor a composite. Then we can come to know that here you can see 2, 3, 5, 7 here. These are the numbers which are prime numbers, we can come to know. So why? Because all are having two factors. Now you can see 2 is the smallest even number. So 2 is the smallest prime even number, we can tell. You can see the other numbers 3, 5, 7, 11. Still more you can expand and see this. Every number will be a odd number. So you should know what is even number as well as odd number. So even number, you know what are the multiples of 2 it will come. So 2, we can start with 0, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Everything is an even number. So odd number 3, 5, 7, 11, you know, these are all odd numbers. So the first number of prime number is the smallest prime number which is only even. So you can see this particular 2. So this particular first 2 you can consider, this 2 is an even prime number. So every prime number except 2 is odd. That I told you, 3, 5, 7, 11, everything is a odd number. So these are the important concepts related to prime and composite number. So these are very, very important for this particular concepts. So prime and composite is based on the factors. So now here we are going to see a few things about the this particular exercise 3.2. It is very interesting that how to solve few things related to this particular concept. So now the first question, exercise 3.2, what is the sum of any two odd numbers? So first you have to know what is odd number. Already you know what is odd number, 3, 5, 11 and everything is an odd number. So the multiple of 2 is an even number. So now here you can come to know that, for example, 2, they are asking you to find the sum of two numbers only, two odd numbers, that too. So I am taking 3 and 5, very simple number I am taking and solving so that you can understand the concept. So this condition will come for all the big numbers. So 3 and 5 we are taking both the odd numbers. Sum means we are adding together. So totally we are getting 8. But what they are telling is, what is the sum of any two odd numbers is the first question. So sum of odd is even we are getting. So next one we are taking the two even number. B question. 2 I am taking and next 4 I am adding. So I am getting 6 as the answer. So when I add 4 plus 2 which is equal to 6, number 6 is an even number. So this is the first question. Next, true or false, we are going to solve all the true or false. The first question is, the sum of 3 odd numbers is even. So the answer is false. Let me tell why. I am taking 3 odd number. first three odd numbers, 3, 5, 7, any three odd number you can take. First three odd number I'm taking and I'm adding. Why? Because of the word sum, I'm adding all the three. So we are getting the answer as 15. So 15 means, that is, you know what is 15? Odd. But they are telling you to find that it is an even number. So naturally we can tell that it is an even number. That is 15 is an odd number. So we can tell false. So the next one is the sum of two odd numbers and one even number is even. So you can see here, I'm considering taking this statement is true. Why? Because I'm taking first two odd number, 3 and 5 I'm selecting, and with that I'm adding 2. That is even number. So one even number I'm adding. So totally 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 2 which is equal to 10. But this 10 is an even number. So we are telling that it is true. Then the C problem. The product of 3 odd number is odd. So what I'm doing is, this statement is true. Why? Because I'm taking 3 odd number. First small 3 odd numbers I'm taking. 3, 5, 7. These 3. So when I'm multiplying these 3. So 7 5s are 35. 35 into 3. So 105. So this 105 is also an odd number. So this is true. If an even number is divided by 2, the quotient is always odd. This statement is false. Why? Because I am taking any even number. You know what is even number? The multiples of 2. Now I am taking the even number 4. I am dividing by 2. So what is this happening is, so when I am dividing 2 2s are 4, the remainder is 0. So here the quotient is 2. So the quotient is here we are getting as even. So but here in the question they have given odd. So it is false. Okay. All prime, that is E problem, all prime numbers are odd. So you know what are the prime numbers? It starts with 2. I have already explained you 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Already I told you 2 is the smallest prime number 2. That 2 even prime number. So all prime numbers are odd they are telling. But the first one is even. That we know already. So false. Next, prime numbers. If some prime number do not have any factors. So you know prime numbers should have, that is based on factor only we are calculating, that it should have 2 numbers of, that is 2 factor. Number of factor must be 2. So definitely it will be false. G sum. Sum of 2 prime numbers is always even. So now we are adding 2 prime number. So 2 plus 3 I am taking. These are the prime numbers. So 1 is an even prime, the only even prime. Then I am taking 3. When I add these two, I am getting 5. So this 5 is not an even number. So I can tell false. Next, had sum. 2 is the only even prime number. Obviously, when I start, I told you, when we start to write the prime number, we will start from 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. So 2 is the only even prime number. All the other numbers are odd numbers. So this 2 you know already. Next, I. All even numbers are composite number. All the even numbers are composite number? No. Only one even number, that is 2, is a prime number. So this is false statement. J question. The product of 2 even number is always even. Okay. For example, we can take 2 even number. I am considering the small even numbers. 2 and 4 I am taking. So now product means we have to multiply. So 4 2s are 8. Naturally, the answer 8 is an even number. So the statement is the product of 2 even number is always even. Okay, thank you.